Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, the flawless Miss World, the timeless beauty, the Queen of Cannes, and the woman who married into Bollywood's most powerful family. But what if I told you her real lifestyle is nothing like the fantasy you imagine? Beyond the flashbulbs and designer gowns is a life filled with surprising routines, quiet sacrifices, and choices that prove she's not just a star, she's far more complex. Today we're pulling back the curtain on Aishwarya Rai Bachchan's lifestyle. And trust me, it's not what you think. Aishwarya's story begins far from the world of Bollywood dynasties or red carpet galas. Born in 1973 in Mangalore, Karnataka, she grew up in a modest middle-class household. Her father, Krishnaraj Rai, was an army biologist, and her mother, Brinda, a homemaker with a passion for the arts. Unlike many stars who were groomed for the spotlight, Aishwarya was raised with a sense of discipline, simplicity, and strong family values. When her family moved to Mumbai, she pursued academics seriously, even considering a career in medicine before eventually setting her sights on architecture. Imagine that, the woman who would one day become the face of India on the global stage once dreamed of designing buildings. Of course, fate had other plans. Her striking beauty, coupled with her elegance, soon caught the attention of the fashion industry. She became a model, appearing in ad campaigns and even featuring in that iconic Pepsi commercial with Aamir Khan and Mahima Chaudhry in the early 90s. But the turning point came in 1994, when she won the Miss World crown at just 21. That moment didn't just make her India's sweetheart, it turned her into a global phenomenon. Suddenly, the small-town girl from Mangalore was a household name across continents. But here's where her lifestyle takes an interesting turn. Many would expect a Miss World winner to dive headfirst into glamour, parties, and luxury. Aishwarya did the opposite. Instead of getting swept away, she built her career step by step with focus and restraint. She entered Bollywood in 1997, and by the time Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, she had become one of India's most bankable stars. Roles in Devdas, Jodha Akbar, and Guru cemented her legacy, while international projects like Bride and Prejudice and The Pink Panther 2 made her a rare Indian face in global cinema. And yet, even with all this fame, she carefully avoided the celebrity lifestyle trap. So what does her real lifestyle look like? Let's start with her home. Aishwarya lives with her husband Abhishek Bachchan, daughter Aaradhya, and the entire Bachchan family in the iconic Jalsa bungalow in Mumbai's Juhu. This isn't just any mansion, it's practically a Bollywood landmark where fans gather outside daily, hoping for a glimpse of the family. Inside, the house is a mix of luxury and tradition, sprawling living spaces, grand decor, and walls filled with memories of India's greatest film dynasty. But despite the extravagance of Jalsa, those who know Aishwarya say she prefers calm, cozy corners over ostentatious displays. Her favorite spaces are said to be the family lounge and her daughter's room, where she spends most of her downtime. Now let's talk about her cars. As you'd expect, Aishwarya doesn't exactly drive around in a simple hatchback. She has been spotted in high-end cars like the Audi A8L, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and even a luxury Bentley gifted by the Bachchan family. These aren't just vehicles, they're statements of elegance and power. Still, you'll rarely see her flaunting them. Unlike many celebrities who make a show of their garage, Aishwarya treats her cars as just another part of life, not trophies to be showcased. Her daily routine, though, is what surprises fans the most. While many assume she spends her days being pampered by personal chefs and stylists, the truth is far more grounded. Aishwarya is known to be very hands-on at home, especially as a mother. Since the birth of Aaradhya in 2011, she has prioritized family over career, turning down several big projects to ensure she could be present during her daughter's growing years. Even today, she is often spotted accompanying Aaradhya to school events, family vacations, or temple visits, choosing motherhood over constant media appearances. For someone of her stature, that's a lifestyle choice very few would expect. And then there's her approach to health and beauty. You'd imagine that a global beauty icon would be obsessed with intense workouts and fad diets. But Aishwarya's fitness mantra is surprisingly simple. She isn't a gym fanatic. Instead, she practices yoga, meditation, and light exercise to maintain her figure. She also swears by home-cooked meals and traditional Indian food. Rice, dal, vegetables, grilled fish. Her diet is rooted in balance, not extremes. She drinks plenty of water, avoids junk food, and relies on natural remedies for skincare. Coconut oil massages, turmeric masks, and homemade treatments are all part of her beauty regime. It's this back-to-basics lifestyle that helps her maintain that timeless glow. Professionally, Aishwarya has also chosen a path that reflects her priorities. While she still makes selective appearances in films like Aidil Hai Mushkil and Ponniyin Selvan, she no longer runs in the rat race of constant releases. Instead, she balances brand endorsements, public appearances, and philanthropy with her family life. Her association with brands like L'Oréal Paris and Longines keeps her global presence intact, but she has never let the business of fame consume her personal world. And perhaps the most fascinating part of her lifestyle is how she manages her public image. In today's age of Instagram oversharing, Aishwarya remains an enigma. She doesn't flood social media with daily updates, nor does she expose every corner of her private life. This deliberate distance makes her appearances feel like events, rare, regal, and memorable. Whether it's walking the red carpet at Cannes in breathtaking gowns or attending a Bachchan family function in a simple sari, she knows how to balance spectacle with subtlety. When it comes to wealth, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is in a league of her own. With decades in cinema, endorsements from some of the world's biggest brands, and investments that stretch beyond films, she has quietly built an empire. As of 2025, her estimated net worth is around $100 million, 800 crore plus rupees, making her one of the richest actresses in India. And yet, if you look closely, you won't find her living like a billionaire flaunting her riches. Her luxury is real, but it's measured, deliberate, and often private. A significant chunk of her wealth comes from her brand endorsements. Aishwarya is not just a Bollywood face, she's an international brand ambassador. Her long-standing association with L'Oréal Paris turned her into the poster girl for Indian beauty on a global stage. She has also endorsed Coca-Cola, Titan, Longines, Kalyan Jewelers, and luxury real estate projects. Unlike many celebrities who hop from brand to brand, Aishwarya is highly selective, choosing associations that align with her elegance and sophistication. And that exclusivity only makes her more valuable. Her income from films, though now more selective, has also been substantial. At her peak, she was among the highest-paid actresses in Bollywood, commanding fees in the range of 6 to 8 crore rupees per film. Today, while she doesn't sign multiple movies every year, her few projects are big-ticket ones that ensure her relevance and financial power. For example, Mani Ratnam's Ponniyin Selvan was not just a critical success, but also a reminder of her enduring star power. Now, what does someone with this kind of fortune actually do with it? For Aishwarya, it's not about reckless spending, but about legacy and security. Together with Abhishek, she has invested in multiple properties across Mumbai, Dubai, and even a luxury apartment in New York. Their family home, Jalsa, is priceless in itself, a piece of Bollywood history that belongs as much to the people as it does to the Bachchans. But apart from these, the couple also owns a stunning property in Dubai's Jumeirah Golf Estates, valued at over 15 crore rupees, which they use as a private retreat. Her taste in fashion is another reflection of her lifestyle. While fans often see her in couture gowns on the Cannes red carpet, her day-to-day wardrobe is refreshingly simple. Elegant saris, salwar suits, and understated Western wear. She prefers timeless classics over fleeting trends. Unlike stars who flash designer logos at every chance, Aishwarya lets her presence, not her labels, do the talking. But luxury for her isn't just material. It's also about experiences and values. For example, she has been a regular at the Cannes Film Festival for over 2 decades, not just as a brand ambassador, but as an icon of Indian cinema. Those appearances aren't mere fashion shows. They've cemented her place as a bridge between Bollywood and the global film industry. Few realize how much discipline and preparation goes into these appearances, from months of styling to meticulous planning. And yet, she makes it all look effortless. Beyond glamour, Aishwarya has also devoted herself to philanthropy, which is perhaps the most underreported part of her lifestyle. She established the Aishwarya Rai Foundation in 2004 to support underprivileged communities in India, focusing on healthcare, education, and welfare. She has been involved in campaigns for the Smile Train Foundation, helping children with cleft lips receive free surgeries. As a UN Goodwill Ambassador, she has advocated for AIDS awareness, women's rights, and access to healthcare. What's striking is that she doesn't turn these initiatives into media spectacles. She quietly contributes, often under the radar, without demanding the spotlight. Even within her personal life, Aishwarya practices this same philosophy of balance and grounding. While fans assume she spends her days in luxury spas and exotic getaways, most of her free time revolves around family. She is often seen accompanying her mother, Brinda Rai, on personal outings and dedicates much of her day to Aaradhya's upbringing. This is where her lifestyle contrasts sharply with what people imagine. Instead of constant parties or social circuits, she finds joy in routine family rituals, celebrating festivals, attending temple visits, and supporting the Bachchan family's traditional values. Still, it wouldn't be fair to say that she doesn't indulge in the finer things. Aishwarya has an undeniable love for jewelry and couture. allure. Her association with Kalyan Jewelers means she has access to some of the most exquisite designs in the world. Her personal collection includes heirloom pieces, diamonds, and traditional South Indian jewelry that reflect her roots. At global events, she has been spotted in creations by Armani, Elie Saab, Roberto Cavalli, and Sabyasachi, each outfit reinforcing her status as a timeless fashion icon. Her travels also reveal the duality of her lifestyle. On one hand, she has access to private jets, luxury hotels, and the best that the world can offer. On the other, she has often been seen traveling like a regular person, patiently interacting with fans, and keeping her family close by. Vacations for her are less about publicity stunts and more about private escapes, from Europe's scenic spots to serene beach getaways. What truly sets her apart, though, is her ability to balance two worlds: the grandeur of being Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and the normalcy of being a daughter, wife, and mother. She can walk into Cannes in a gown worth millions and steal the show, and the next week she'll be spotted in a simple cotton kurta at her daughter's school function. That's the contradiction and the beauty of her lifestyle. So yes, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan's life does include glamour, wealth, and status, but at its heart, it's built on family, values, philanthropy, and simplicity. Things you might not expect when you think of one of the most famous women in the world. If this peek into Aishwarya's real life surprised you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which celebrity's lifestyle you want me to cover next.